What is good people? You are now listening to another episode of Since We Last Spoke with Danny Foxworth. I am your humble narrator, Danny Foxworth, and once again, we're joined by two extremely special guests. I mean, look, if you listen to my tournament-themed episodes, you already know what's about to take place. But we're doing the format just doing it slightly different this time. My guys G and Mike from the Makings of a Man podcast. We're in a group chat, and my guy Gerard came up with this really great idea for a themed episode for Since We Last Spoke. So before we get into what the theme is going to be, Gerard and Mike, how are y'all doing this evening?
The Renaissance boys are back in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, everything's good, Danny. Man, how you been?
Man, if y'all don't
That's
know
right.
how good it feels to hear y'all bring that intro in. It never gets
Oh,
old.
man.
But man,
Energy, baby. Energy.
That's that energy, baby. That's right.
But to answer your question, I've been doing great, man. So,
Good,
G, we're
good.
gonna start with you. You know,
Okay.
since we last spoke, so for lack of a better term, I see that
It's
you
appropriate.
did a little jet setting, a little vacationing, if you will. So where'd you kick your feet up at?
Man, I've been back probably about a little over a week now from Cancun, more specifically Playa Mujeres, which is a little north of Cancun. So yeah, I needed to take a break from work, from kids, from life. But had a good time, and I'm back home healthy and safe. So yeah, it was a well-earned rest. I'll say that.
Definitely.
Nice.
I agree.
Mike, how you been since we last spoke?
Uh, I'm a workaholic, dog. That's all I do. But it's all good though. It's all good though. It's
Yeah,
all
good.
good though. Yeah, life is good, man. Just happy to be back on. I'm sharing again. That's all.
Man, good to have my brothers back on. So tonight's episode, we're doing a TV sitcom character draft. Gerard came up with the idea while I was at work, and he was like, "Oh, how about this for a show idea?" And as soon as I saw the premise, I was like, "I am in, and we got to get this done." So this is what we're doing tonight. So just to give a lay down the groundwork of what the draft is consistent of. So the roster, we're each going to have our own rosters, and it's going to consist of a mother figure, a father figure, a brother, a sister, and a neighbor slash friend slash secondary character. So I guess we'll get this ball rolling. So we're going to start this TV sitcom character draft with my man in the upper left hand corner, Mike. So we're just going to do one category and just each take a turn, and then we'll go to the next category.
Wait. Hold up. Because
Mhm.
see, I got a question because
Okay.
I don't want to run into the problem we ran into with the Thanksgiving draft, where everybody thought that the first pick they were supposed to pick main dishes, and y'all got mad with me for picking macaroni and cheese first. Listen, I feel like I'm gonna fill out my roster. I want to fill out my roster the way I want to fill out my roster. If I want to take a side secondary character first, I might do that in the first round. You know what I'm saying? I like the Raiders. I might draft a kicker in the first round. You know, this is what I need to do. So which way we going with this? We gonna say we gonna pick all categories at the same time, or it's a free for all. If you want to pick a center, you pick a center. You pick a point guard. I'll pick a forward. I'm drafting the quarterback. You get in the corner. What we doing? I just want to be sure now because I got my board ready.
Okay. You bring up a very interesting point. You know what? Just for the sake of danger, let's go that method.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Okay.
gonna be fun. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
All
All right,
right.
let me
So,
take
Mike,
a
you
look at
got.
my list
I
here.
know who my number one overall pick is, and we're gonna fight somebody if they pick it before me. But go ahead.
All right. I'm first, right? I get the first pick. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with a father figure. I'm going with a father figure first. I can do that, right? We switching
Hmm.
around.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go with a father figure first. And I don't think anybody's gonna pick this person, but I am. Bernie Mac.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Funny.
Hey.
He funny, mad funny. Always involved with the kids. He had a wife that he took care of, and he was a bomb father figure, and he ain't take no mess from the kids.
And you know what? I'll go next, and I'll go father as well. And actually, it was a coin flip between Bernie Mac and the guy that I'm going to pick, which is Rock Emerson.
Ah,
Oh,
no script, no
yo,
script, no script, no script.
Man, he,
yo, I
again,
forgot
family
about that
man,
show.
but do no harm, but take no shit. And the way that he yoked up Clifton Powell let me know right there that man was about his business.
That
I'll
man
never
worked hard
forget
all
it.
day, had to come home to some bull. Nah,
Yes.
we ain't having it.
So Rock Emerson gets my pick as the father figure. G.
Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. My number one pick on my big board then slipped down to pick number 3. So with the third pick in the first round, I'm drafting Claire Huxtable. Y'all can be mad all you want to, but
I'm not
listen,
mad.
hey,
I'm not mad either.
strong black woman, intelligent, will put you in your place, but still love you at the same time, dog. That hey, I don't care who else I end up filling out this roster with. I had to have Claire. I had to have Claire. She is the
You want the
number one.
bomb?
I don't understand how y'all went the directions y'all went. She is the number one pick
I
in this scenario.
got
The
somebody else
stats
in
was off
mind.
the chart.
I can't front. Claire was the bomb. I
She
must admit,
Hey,
she
was.
was the bomb. She was the bomb. She was the bomb. And also because she on my list, she was on my list to pick as well. And what I also like about Claire too, when I was a young man, I didn't have that type of influence or that type of I didn't get to see that in my life, like a black
mhm.
female attorney. So that was like new for me to see stuff like that. Yeah, 'cause I appreciate that. That was a good pick, though. I appreciate that. Still not my number
Hey.
one
Of course. Hey, when you said your number one was a father figure for half a minute, I thought you was going with James Evans. Real talk.
No, not James. Not James. You're not funny, though.
But I'm saying though, he didn't play. He
Yeah,
wasn't there for joking with nobody.
yeah,
It
he was
wasn't just the kids.
nobody.
It was nobody. He was
Everybody got
about
that
business.
with everyone. Florida
100%.
too. Florida too. She got that work too.
Yeah. Hey man, it was stressful times with nobody laughing at nothing.
That's right.
It's true.
Scratching and
Except,
surviving. That's all they was doing.
except for JJ.
Yeah, JJ had all the jokes.
Oh, don't even get me started on him. It should have just renamed that. It should
Well,
have renamed
see,
the sitcom Nobody Smiling.
real talk, man.
That was good. That was good.
Like it was every episode somebody was getting like suspended from school, bullied in the streets, somebody got shot,
That's right.
somebody
That's
lost their
right.
job.
I lost their job.
It's like, dang, man.
Yeah.
Why is it show them good times? Ain't nothing good happening here.
I know.
I ain't gonna lie
Janet
though.
came out and they got burned with the iron.
Yep.
See, good point. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of happy when Mad Dog popped JJ though. He's my least favorite sitcom character ever. I hated his
Yeah,
character.
Yeah.
yeah, well,
So he's safe in this draft. You ain't got to worry about him
Oh,
getting cut.
easily.
oh,
He's not on my big board.
he's not on my board either. Not
All
even
right,
consideration.
Mike, back up to you.
All right, bet. All right, so I think I'm gonna switch pace here a little bit. I'm gonna go with the neighbor secondary figure. I think there's a strong person here. I'm going with Urkel.
Strong pick.
Yeah, you can have him.
Yeah, he wasn't on my draft board,
He was
but
Well,
not on my board.
that's what's up. I'm glad for it.
and you know what? I've thought about Claire Huxtable. Well, obviously, I'm picking my mother figure next. And I really thought about picking Claire Huxtable, but to me, that felt like the low-hanging fruit. So my pick for mother figure is Tracy Ellis Ross from Blackish.
Oh,
Okay,
Rainbow
okay,
Johnson.
Yes,
okay.
All right,
Dr.
cool.
Rainbow
She
Johnson.
was on the board. She was on the board. Okay.
Man, yeah,
Yeah, she
I
wasn't on my
always
board.
dug her character, and
Oh
just
man, yeah.
just needed that balance between her and Rock. So Dr.
Yeah,
Rainbow Johnson,
that's an interesting family. Yes.
Yep.
never a dull moment in that house. So yeah, Tracy Ellis Ross is my mother figure. G, who's your second pick?
Oh man, for my second pick, I am going the sister category. And y'all can say whatever you want, but Denise Huxtable. Praises be. Listen, I listen. You got to understand the age I was and when I came up. She
I
was the it
understand.
girl. She
I
was
understand.
she
She
was the
was.
one.
She
She was the
was.
one. And bruh, listen, she was dope. She went to a different world, was still dope. She left a different world. That show was still dope. Listen, she just wanted to be who she wanted to be. She didn't want nobody to tell her really what was going on. She didn't always make the right choices, but it always worked out. And she was doing her thing. So look, that was my pick, man. If I had to have a cool sister like that, that's who I would choose out of all the sitcoms I watched.
Huxtable heavy draft for G. I respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Hey, well, Cosby Show was very influential. I'm speaking nothing of people who played characters. I'm talking the show itself.
Yeah, the
Right.
show itself was dope. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you can't knock how iconic it was, man.
Oh yeah.
Regardless of who was on it, can't
I
turn
got the
back.
whole series on
Yeah,
DVD, dog.
yeah.
That's
The
easy Saturday afternoon watching right there.
impact on our culture, you can't is undeniable, dog.
Absolutely.
So, Mike, who's your third pick?
All right, let's see. Who I want to go with? I guess, I'll go with a sister figure here as well. Since my mom figure is safe now. Yeah, I don't pick up. So I can wait on that. But sister figure, I'm gonna go a little bit off the cuff, a little bit before our time, because again, she was a bad funny character. She wasn't always on the show, but when she showed up, you knew she was there. And that's D from What's Happening.
Oh my
No.
God. I hated that character
See the reaction,
so much.
see the reaction y'all gave me? That's what I'm talking about. Every time she showed up, she would turn it up, dog. She was talking trash to everybody.
He was snitching on everybody too.
I was about to say she was such a tattletale.
I'm gonna tell mama. That's right.
Man,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know who's worse, but for me between D and JJ. You know, it might be JJ. Man, so all right,
You can see the banter that's about to happen on my show. You can see the banter that's about to happen on my shoulder, right? Between Bernie Mac, Urkel, and D. Come on, man.
Oh God.
golly, I can only imagine. What are you telling your brother so much? Take your ass in the room.
That's right. There you go. There you go.
Man, come and talk to
She
you.
poked them lips
Yo, I
out.
had no,
She
I
poked them
had,
lips
I
out.
had no idea you had a Bernie Mac impression, yo. That is hilarious.
It's good too.
Oh yeah, for real, for real. Oh man, that is funny.
Oh man. So all right, I got the third pick. So I'm going a sister figure. So my sister figure is somebody who, just like you, G, she was everything in my world. And yeah, Ashley Banks from the Fresh Prince.
Yes, sir.
I had it
Yes,
so
sir.
bad for
Yes,
Tatiana
sir.
Ali ever since she was on Sesame Street. And I think that's when Stevie Wonder, I think Stevie Wonder was on there, and he had the it was kind of like what they did with the Cosby Show. Whenever he would like have them say their name, and he would just play it on the keyboard and
put it in the synthesizer. Yeah,
and her was Tatiana Ali. I swear that was on Sesame Street, but yeah,
she was on the board.
Yeah, and she's still fine as shit too. So
yeah.
Gee,
I got no arguments. No arguments. Great pick. Great pick. All right. So my third pick. Okay, so both y'all done pick father, so my father pick is still safe. So I'm good with that. I'm gonna hit the brother category up. So I'm gonna go non-Huxtable this time. So it ain't Theo. I'm not recreating the Cosby Show with my team. All right. But this one I think is a little bit off the board too. I'm going with Huey Freeman from the Boondocks.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Because listen, man, we could all be reading the book right now, That's like my favorite quote from the Boondocks. It is like, yo, I'm not here for the foolishness. I'm not here for the play. There's real issues going on in this world. We need to address them. And y'all out here wilding and acting up. That's the energy that I'm on sometimes. I need a brother who's like that, but like, yo, let's get down to business. Let's stop playing. Let's keep it real.
I love it.
Now I don't know.
I was
I
about to
don't
hit
know
you with
how
the right
him and
line.
Denise gonna get along, but you know, it is what it is.
I was about to hit you with the right line.
All right, Mike, your fourth pick.
All right. I think I'm gonna go with the brother category also. This was a tough one for me, man. And I got numerous on here. And I'm glad you went with Huey because Huey was one of my picks, but he was a little further down. But I think I'm gonna go a little bit unconventional again here. I'm gonna go with Chris from Everybody Hates Chris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid
Like
pick.
I knew of that show, but I never really watched it that much. But that, from what I did see, it seemed like it was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was a good character. He was a good character, man.
Yeah.
He had he had a good support cast around him, but the show was really based around him, and he was always
Yeah.
doing something ridiculous. A lot of what he did reminded me of my childhood. What happened to my video, though? What happened to my video?
Guess
Can
zoomed
y'all
in
still
to
hear me?
prove
Okay.
zoomed in to prove of
Yeah.
your
We
pick.
can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
I think I clicked off my camera somehow. Zoom ain't like what I said, huh?
I guess not. So
All right,
I'll
I keep
go.
working on this. I'm here.
Okay, I'll go with my fourth pick. And my fourth pick, I'm going with the brother figure. And for my brother figure, I wanted to get somebody who was a little off the beaten path, somebody who's often forgotten about, but he's just a little troublemaker. And I figured he would drive Ashley up the wall. And that was the kind of dynamic that I was looking for. So my pick for brother is Alfie from My Brother and Me.
Yo.
Well,
He was just
smooth.
such a peanut headed just shit starter, and I always dug that about him.
Yo, let me tell you, man, what I'm enjoying about this conversation is the fact that there are so many sitcoms that I have forgotten about. It's like, I could because when I'm putting my board together, I had completely forgot. Like as far as brothers go, I had two dudes from the same show. Like I couldn't come up with nobody on the brother end of the
It was
spectrum.
hard, dog.
Yeah.
It was hard.
It was hard to come up with brothers, but
hard.
like pulling that out, dog, I applaud you. Salute
Yeah,
you,
for
Danny.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate it. That, and he always kept that crisp flat top with the hook on it. I was like, yeah, that was the aspirational cut there.
The aspirational cut.
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
my pick.
Okay. Okay.
G.
All right. So I'm going with the friend, neighbor, secondary character for this pick. And my fourth pick is Charlie Telfie from Blackish. Because Charlie was always on some stuff. Like from like the paisley shirts with the vests. Yo, from like let me just explain it. This is the type of dude Charlie was. Charlie was the type of dude where he worked at a job and they had free bagels and like cream cheese out. Charlie would be the dude that would take like 3 cream cheeses and use 2 of them on the bagel and eat them there and take the other one home. Like that was his vibe. So that's the kind of people I rock with. It's like, yo, it's free. I'm not out here I'm not ganking the whole joint. I just getting one a day and stashing one. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you don't want me to take them, stop putting them out here. That was Charlie's energy, and that's what I rock with.
I love it.
Sure.
I love it. That's a strong pick.
Sure. I'm not a big I don't know much about Blackish. I've seen it, but I wasn't really invested involved in it. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretty much like outside of like after Blackish went off the air, like Abbott Elementary is like the next thing that was like as funny as that to me. I don't even watch much TV like that no more, but like, yeah, I watched that.
Okay.
All right, Mike. Okay. Your last pick.
All right, my last pick. So the mother figure, man. So this was tough for me. G already took one of my picks when he took Claire, which is cool.
You still got a good one out there.
Oh, it's a couple of them out here. So I'm gonna mention his name, but it's not who I'm picking, right? It's still a kind of a toss up for me. again, I go for the comedy spin, and I think Nikki from the Parkers, man, I think she was a hilarious mom. She would have been a hilarious mom, right? But I I need with my current cast dog, I need somebody who's sane, somebody to hold us together. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go with who I think is the most iconic mom in sitcom history because she got the most iconic phrase in sitcom history, and that is Miss Florida Evans. And we'll never ever forget. Damn,
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 damn.
damn, James.
Oh
Oh
man.
man.
Oh, that's
Wait,
great.
Danny, did you already pick your mother character?
Yeah. It's Tracy Ellis
Okay,
Ross.
that's right. That's right. That's right. So if somebody had picked Claire, my second pick for mother character was going to be dark skin Aunt Viv. Straight up.
And you know, I
Now,
had I
and I
had
make the
on
distinction because
Yeah,
those
the
two
dark skin one,
characters,
the dark skin one, yeah, they're different.
not just Aunt Viv, there's two different Aunt Vivs, and they played that character differently.
and you know, once we round out the picks, we'll get into our alternate picks too.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
all
with it.
right, bet,
I'll hold on.
bet.
I'll hold on.
All right. So my final pick is the neighbor friend slash secondary character. And my pick is Rerun from What's Happening.
Ah, that was a good one. That's a good one.
Because he's always jolly, always in a good mood, and the dude could
Yep.
pop lock like nobody's
Yep.
business. And the fact that that man could do them high kicks with the pop lock, I'm like, bro, this man defies logic. And he wore the beret. I always wanted to rock a beret like Rerun had.
I always had beret on, dog.
He had the beret and
Yep.
had the beret and the suspenders, man. He always had such a unique style that I always dug, even as a little kid. So that's my family draft picks right there.
That's what you're rounding it out with.
Yeah.
Bet.
So I got
Bet.
Tracy Ellis Ross is my mom. Rock Emerson is the father. Ashley Banks is the sister. Alfie from My Brother and Me as the brother. And Rerun from What's Happening as the secondary character. So, Mike,
Okay.
who was
So
your
my
five
lineup,
picks turn out to be?
my lineup is mother figure is Florida Evans, father figure is Bernie Mac, the brother is Chris, or Chris Rock really. The
Yeah.
sister is D from What's Happening, and the neighbor is Urkel.
And G.
Did I do that?
All right. So it's my pick. I get to pick the Mr. Irrelevant because I still have a father figure in this. But
Okay.
this man is far from
Oh, you hadn't
irrelevant.
picked yet? Okay.
No, I still haven't picked. I still got I got the last one.
Okay, go ahead.
My father figure. And I'm so glad none of y'all picked him because this is the person I really wanted. But when I saw how things went, I stashed him to the end because I knew he was safe. Uncle Phil, man.
Uncle Phil.
How come you
Yeah.
don't love me, man?
Uncle
Yo,
Phil
you
love
just
me.
like Uncle Phil was tough, but he was fair.
Yep.
He was a judge. He
Mhm.
was on the bougie side, but he was still real with it.
Yep, that's true.
And like when you
Very
needed
true.
Uncle Phil was there.
Very true.
Man, that is strong.
And he was funny. So yeah.
Man,
That's
that's
true.
a damn good list, G.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
so my rundown is my father is Uncle Phil, mother is Claire Huxtable, brother is Huey Freeman, sister is Denise Huxtable, and my friend is Charlie Telfy, my secondary character.
Height. And so who were some of the ones that didn't make the cut? G.
Yo, the funny thing about it is as I'm going through my list, I was marking my picks and then I was marking who was already taken. And there was only one person from my entire board in all categories that was taken that I didn't pick.
Wow.
And that was when you picked Rainbow Johnson. Other than that,
Okay.
for my father figures, of course, father figure, Cliff Huxtable was on there, but like he wasn't a number one pick.
Mhm.
I had Carl Winslow on there. I had Andre Johnson from Blackish, and I had James Evans, but he was low on the board. It was like it wasn't gonna get to him because it ain't but three of us, and I had five people on my list. So For mothers, I already talked about Claire Huxtable and Rainbow Johnson. I had dark skin Aviv. Please differentiate from the light skin Aviv. And I had Wanda from the Bernie Mac show. But it wasn't nothing for her acting on that show. I'm gonna just leave it at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I completely
I
agree.
understand, because that's all it
Completely
was.
agree.
That's all it was. That's all it was. That's why she was on the show.
IYKYK. All right. For brother, I had Theo on the list, of course, but he wasn't. I wouldn't. It was a backup. The two brothers I had from the same show, because I was having a hard time finding brothers, was Gerard Carmichael and Bobby Carmichael from the Carmichael Show. Y'all ever watch Carmichael Show?
I never seen it.
I never seen it.
Okay. It was a dope show. It only lasted like 3 seasons on NBC, but it was funny. And they like every week they was tackling like real issues, but they were making it funny. And it was hilarious. It was like the first time I ever heard about Lil Rel. First time I'd ever heard of Tiffany Haddish. Like they were on that show with Gerard Carmichael. So
Okay.
for me, that was one of them, like was one of them shooting stars. It was just shot across the screen. It was like here one time and it was gone like 3 years later, but it was dope while it was there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know you're moving on, but hey, have you seen his new show?
No. And what I've read about it, I don't want to. I don't. Listen, I don't want to get dark here now, but here's the best comparison I got for you. I remember the first time I went to a funeral for somebody who was close to me, and I looked in the casket. I never want to see anybody that I knew in real life in a casket ever again. Like every funeral since then, I've never looked at the person. Like I'll come down the aisle, but I'm not looking over there. I'm talking to the family. I'm talking to somebody with me. I have not seen anybody I'm related to actually physically looked at them in a casket since the first funeral I've been to like that. That's pretty much what Carmichael show, whatever the reality show he's doing for me right now. It's like, nah, I knew you when you were dope and I was excited about what you were doing. What I'm hearing you doing right now, I ain't with that. I'm not going out of curiosity. I don't need that image seared in my brain. I don't want to ever have to remember that time where I saw you doing that thing that I don't like. I don't have any memory of that because I never watched it. And that's the way I like to keep it.
For sure.
Yeah, I can't help but agree. Mike, who were some of your alternate picks?
All right, some of my alternates. So I'll tell you about my mom figures. My father figures I had also. I had Cliff Huxtable. But I also had Michael from My Wife and Kids. I thought he was a good character too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was on my alternates. Brothers alternate. I put down Carlton, but that was kind of really like backup just in case my others
Super
got
backup.
taken. Yeah, yeah. In case my others. The brother category was hard for me, though. It was hard for me to think through this.
That was the hardest category, I think, because it seemed like there were no good brother figures that were memorable to me. But like I said, y'all kept bringing up shows that I had completely forgotten about. So it is what it is.
Yeah. So I also had Riley down from the Boondocks also. Yeah.
It would make sense that I would pick Huey and you would pick Riley.
Yep. It would. It would. And then like a wild alternative I had for brothers was Bart Simpson. I had that without. Because
that would have been a radical pick.
Yeah, Bart. he was a major influence on us too, right?
He was. Real talk. That was middle school. That thing was heavy, man.
Yeah. So, and then my alternate sister pick was Thelma from Good Times.
That was a given. I'm kind of surprised she didn't get picked.
Yeah, that was one of my alternates too.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't have an alternate secondary character or neighbor. All I had was Urkel. That's why I went there first.
That's why you went for that one in the first round. There ain't but one center in this draft.
I had to go get him.
If I don't get him, we are screwed.
I had to go get him. I had to come up with something on the fly.
I love it. So
how about you? What you had, man?
Yeah,
so for my mother figure, my alternate was I was thinking light skin Aunt Viv, because dark skin Aunt Viv and Rock, that would have been a stirring of a
strong household, dog.
That wouldn't have been a sitcom. That would have been an hour-long drama.
That would have been. That would have been. Yeah, it would have been
drama.
It would have been scared straight. It would have been a scared straight episode. Oh man.
And she would have danced on it with some ballet, and she would have gave us some ballet dances.
Yep.
And for the mother figure, for the father figure, I have Bernie Mac as my alternate. And yeah, I figured somebody else would have got Bernie Mac, so I figured I'd take the take the road less traveled and go with Rock Emerson. And for the sister, just like you, Mike, I had Thelma from Good Times
Okay.
as my pick. And for my brother, just like you said, G, it was kind of hard for me to pick one. I was thinking maybe Theo Huxtable.
Yeah.
It was one other person I was thinking about using. The kid, the son from My Wife and Kids, but
He was so goofy, man.
Junior.
Junior,
Junior.
yeah.
He was so goofy, dog.
Yeah. And then
But he was funny. He was a funny character, though.
and my
Yeah, he was.
secondary character, it was always Rerun. That was the only pick I had because he left such an indelible mark on my brain, even as a little kid. What were we gonna say, G?
No, I was gonna say, man, like the friend neighbor category, I was deep on that one, man. Because okay, I picked Charlie, of course, but Raleigh Forbes from Amen,
Oh, he went
Bud
to
from the Cosby
Amen.
Show,
Dog, I forgot about Amen,
Roger
dog.
from Sister Sister, Bookman from Good Times. Yo, like that category was
Bookman.
deep.
Bookman.
That category
Bookman.
was deep.
Yeah. I forgot.
Forgot
You
about
brought up
Bookman.
Amen, dog. Yeah, I forgot about Bookman too, dog.
Raleigh
And I was,
Forbes.
Man.
yeah, dang.
Yeah, man.
Boy, that's
You know what?
Raleigh was another old man. He had them quick one-liners and like, yo,
He
he just put
did.
you right where you need to be.
Yep.
golly.
Act you right on up.
Raleigh Forbes. Man,
Dang.
Bookman was good too. That was a
Yeah.
cheesing ass dude though.
Yep.
Yeah. It was, oh, Bookman.
Always cheesing, always had
Yep.
them keys on that belt buckle.
Yep.
That
Them
book was a good
coveralls.
Yep.
Bookman's a good one. Yeah. No,
I remember
and
when
now you mentioned. Oh, my bad, D. Go ahead.
listen, and I remember when that one season when he had that Barry White pressing curl. I'll never forget that. So what were we going to say, Mike?
He just get that money then, man. He talking about no. Yeah, I was saying this. It made me think about. I had thought about Fred G. Sanford to be my father. Also, I just didn't write him down from Sanford and Son. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Word.
Could've been.
So
Well,
we
shoot,
say
man, you talking
amen.
about Sanford and Son. Grady could have been a secondary character.
Yeah, Grady could have been.
Could have had Grady on
Yep.
here.
Yep.
because
Oh, Julio.
Grady has some good because Grady has some good one-liners too. You say Julio
He did.
with the goat.
Julio. Julio.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Grady
man.
has
I
some
think
zingers
I think
too.
that neighbor friend secondary category.
Yeah.
That one was probably completely the deepest out of all of them. Like mother, father, sister, brother. Brother was the most shallow for me. It seemed like for everybody else.
Yeah.
But we all came up with different brothers somehow. But
Somehow.
that's that secondary character. That was a lot to choose from in there.
Word. So man, this was so much fun. God. Gee, when next
Yeah,
time
man.
you come
That
up
was
with another
it's a good
idea
idea,
like
dog.
that, please feel
Good
free
idea.
to shoot that idea in the group chat because you knocked it out of the park.
Yeah,
Hey,
for sure.
I don't even know where it came from, but I was just like, I don't know. I was sitting at my desk one day and I was like, yeah, man, what if you like just draft family members? Like, what if you could pick your family? What if you pick your family from TV? I was like, okay, I got something here. And I threw it out there. Y'all liked it. So here
Yeah,
we
that
are.
was
I
dope,
love
though.
it.
I enjoyed this. This was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. So
Yeah,
anything,
y'all took me on a walk down memory lane though, for real.
absolutely. So anything y'all want to promote or plug? So no pun intended.
Nah, you the plug, dog.
You
You
the
the
plug.
plug.
No, you the
Nah,
plug.
man, I got nothing. I'm just glad to be here, and I appreciate you keeping us invited and involved, man. Salute to you and what you're doing, man.
I mean, look, y'all
Absolutely,
did
man.
it for me,
Absolutely.
so it's
Appreciate
only right that I return the favor. So again, G, Mike, thank y'all so much for being on here. And
Yes, sir.
guests, thank y'all for listening. Make sure you like, download, and subscribe to Since We Last Spoke with Danny Foxworth. Make sure you follow my YouTube page. You can find me at Danny Foxworth 843. There you can find all the video versions of all the episodes for this podcast, as well as my baseball podcast, At the Plate with Danny Foxworth. And for G, Mike, and myself, this has been another episode of Since We Last Spoke. And until next time, y'all be good. Peace.